surprised. Gary's usually,
Yeah,
you know, I don't know.
yeah,
about-
we'll just tell you, we did do, you asked us and we did get the 3 and it was, over $14,000 higher.
So are you
That's
sure that
significant, huh?
they're all apples for apples?
Yeah, I mean, I can double check, but Ron and I looked at all three of these estimates ad nauseum, and the same scope of the job, haul the old materials away, new asphalt, patch the driveway, and
Nice one.
fix the sidewalk, fix the road, whichever needs to be done. So, yeah, I mean, we'll double check before we secure anyone, but, just, I don't know what, I can't explain the reason. Maybe their operating costs are vastly different, I really don't know.
Oh, look at I have,
Well,
there's my copies, if you just want.
Not gonna micromanage you guys.
Oh, no, just take a
Uh,
glance through it if you want.
I was
While it's
very
there.
happy with what he
Yeah.
did. And I think, I would prefer, and obviously, it's price driven and I
Right.
understand it, but I would prefer taxpayers and ratepayers to get the work if it's at all possible, but
Well, it's kind of out of
yes, I understand that.
twice as much.
Yeah.
But one of the things Gary was gonna do was weld the seam to the part that's being left. And I'm hoping
Well, that's
that
just a liquid they pour down, isn't it?
it's a special sealer that
Yeah.
when they make the cut, they,
It's just something that's a liquid they pour on this. Frank, you had a question?
Yeah, I'm not here for this project, but I'm just curious. We all know what we're talking about. Like that water, when it heaved the road, and also when it heaved his driveway, is it heaving like 6 inches down? Or is it 4 feet down? What I'm getting at, if you put a whole new driveway in there, and if it heaved below what the guy does, couldn't it just automatically settle again?
Well, I imagine the water,
Full depth is how deep you
It
go.
would have done that already, Frank.
Okay, I'm just curious about it. I'm not talking if you're digging 6 inches or 2 feet or 3 feet, might make a difference in that price. I don't know. Just a question.
so my question, the work done on my parking lot would be guaranteed?
Yes, the quotes are 2-year guarantees, the quotes that we have.
Okay, thank you.
Dana, can I interrupt just for 1 second, just to let you know that you haven't asked if anybody's recording the meeting. You're supposed to, before any meeting starts, ask if anybody is, just so people in the audience know.
is anybody recording me?
Yes, I am, video and
Yeah.
I just want to, you're supposed to ask every meeting as a chairman.
Water audit.
Yep, actually shouldn't be on there, it's not done yet. The biggest difference between last year and this year at Brava is you've got the same accountant coming out here, gather the information, enter everything in, then she brings all the data back to the office and is creating the report. It used to be a 2-person job, now it's a 1-person job, so, I've asked a couple emails this week, haven't heard anything back, so I don't know if this is a busy season or not, but I expect to have it before the end of the year, because
Yeah.
water is not nearly as complex as the light on it, so
All
we
right.
should have some before the end of the year.
Anything else on old business?
Nope.
Okay, we got new business here. Well site
Yeah,
maintenance.
no handouts on this stuff, but just, we just did a bunch of, Ron can actually explain, we just did a bunch of maintenance at the Otter River well site. It was unavailable for a little while, but we got it back up and running.
What'd you do with it, Ron?
Yeah, we just had some maintenance work done there. We've actually had to order some parts for the pump, the well finish pump. Parts were $26.50 and the labor's $1,800. Just waiting for a day for them to be open. It's Moss Services out of North Reading, Mass. They do most of our work here in town. And they'll be putting that back together. It'll be back online.
Tank fencing?
Tank fencing is done. The guy actually came back and lowered the, what do you call it,
Gate.
the gate for South Road, because it was a little bit high. It seemed like someone could actually sneak under there, so that's been fixed too. And we'll be submitting the check for a vendor warrant for probably this week. We got $42.88 left to pay him, and we'll be done.
total?
4288 times 2, so about 8,800. I think the other fence was a little larger, so that was like 9,600. So what's that total? About 17 grand?
Okay, you any other business? How about, want to explain that you had a break the other night?
It was actually a service leak.
Was it the
Four-
main?
No, it wasn't a water main, service leak at 483 Ballinville Road.
Yeah.
The connection at the main was old and had rotted and started leaking, so we replaced it.
And you said the condition of that pipe was good?
Oh, yeah, the pipe itself is in great shape. A lot of ledge there, though. And everybody talks about all the ledge there, I was surprised.
Okay. Any comments out there, any questions, citizens' questions?
Still, I still have a comment, a question.
All right.
Did you consider that, I brought this up last time about the water efficiency products. Did you, as a board, reconsider that, or at least to take that under advisement?
And that was what?
The water efficiency product, low flow shut-off and aerators.
No, we didn't do anything with that yet.
Pardon me?
We didn't do anything with that yet.
My question is, are you anticipating that maybe you might end up reviewing that?
Didn't we have, aerators and stuff here, didn't we?
We did that a while ago, yeah, we were passing
We've done
on.
it twice
We've
since
done
I've
it,
been here.
we've done it twice since he's been here. Packages that we've handed out and stuff. Anything else?
Is this new business or where are we at?
We're at, right now, we're talking about any customer comments or questions you have?
I don't know if this is the time or should I wait for new business?
Wait, well, everything's, well, what do you got?
A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, okay, you ready for it then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused, my whole life, but where I'm at, I'm talking about the senior citizen place over here. I had 4 people lined up, I had an electrician lined up, I had a guy coming up who's supposed to core the holes in the foundation, I had sprinkler guy coming up, and I talked to Bud maybe a week ahead of time, told him what the plans were, drilling all the holes, getting the water, grease trap pipe in. Meanwhile, I talked to the electrician, he said, well, good time to core the holes, because when you're gonna core, as you know, 6 holes to a 10-inch foundation re-rod, you don't do one at a time, you get a guy come in, do them all. So when I talked to Ron, maybe just a day or 2 ahead of time, not a week. Everything was on schedule, the Bud's gonna dig it, guy's gonna drill the holes, get the pipe in, put it to bed before winter comes. So I'm out of town, and Larry Brent calls me up, and he says, I don't know who everybody is, because I wasn't there. Everybody's in his office, and they're busting his rear end, because nobody got permits for it. Well, I'm on the road on the cell phone, I'm not gonna make a U-turn and go back. As far as I was concerned, Bud knew about this, electrician knew about it, and even plumber knew about it. And all at once, everybody's up saying we can't do it because we don't have permit. This isn't my project, this is a town project. It's town people working for town people. How come all at once everybody's up there breaking his neck, we can't do it? So I have to call up the electrician, I have to call up everybody, tell them cancel it because we don't have permits. Well, I've been doing this for 50 years. When we do water in Gardner or any other town, we don't go to the plumber inspector to get a permit, we go to the water department, and usually they don't ask for a permit to put a sprinkler line in or a water line in. Or if they do, they knew it was coming down the road, wouldn't it be courteous to say, hey Frank, you can't do it, you need a permit? But don't wait to a half hour before everybody's coming down, cancel the job, you got no permits. I don't think that's fair, not to me, I'm not making 1 penny on this, it's not my job. It's the town screwing the town, which I think is unprofessional. That's all. Your turn.
It's simple, like, when I went to the senior center that morning, prepared to do it all, dug it all up, and Bud was there, and I asked for plans of where we're gonna put it. He said he didn't know, he didn't have any. So I came back to my office, and I called Rick Geister, to see, because he's a plumbing inspector, and he's gonna need to see it before we can even put it in the foundation, especially a sprinkler system. He said, well, Ron, he says, he was in Williston heading for God, he says, I'll meet you right at the building inspector's office and we'll grab the blueprints. I said, well, no, because I was led to believe that there was something. So that's why we went to see the building inspector, and when we got there, he's like, no, we don't have anything.
That's right, but I'm gonna counteract what you're saying, because you ran maybe 80 feet of 6-inch line
Yeah.
to within 10 feet of the building?
14 feet.
Okay, 14 feet of the building. If I got a line here, and the building's here, why would you be aiming to the building there? You're not gonna change that 6-inch line. You got a water line within 14 feet of the building, that's 6 feet deep, from here to there. Automatically, you drill a hole and you put the water line in. There's no pitch or nothing. So what, it's something I don't quite follow. The line was already there.
Well, no plans, if there's no plans for
Why
me
didn't
to,
you tell me that when I talked to you?
I